All right, students, this is a video guide, Jim's video to help you understand the something very, very important, which is article selection. And also, I want to tell you a little bit of detail about how to go into and find the article selection and find information that's important information in there. So after you read, so once when you get to this page here, as you go through the flow, remember the flow is where you go through these different parts uh, of the module. And on this page where it says resources, this is where you'll always find the textbook stuff, the chapters, and other stuff that you need to do. So read that. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to scroll down here and talk about the article selection. It is extremely important that you understand that these three articles, Beat the Clock, Take a Break, Era of Happy Tech Worker, those are the only articles you can choose from for this assignment. And this is actually not just for this assignment, it's for the whole 8 weeks. So read all three of these and see which one, if you're a techie person, if you like tech, then you might like this one. This one about taking break is about stress and taking breaks to deal with stress. Beat the clock is about time management. So basically, look at each one of these and see which one you think is kind of one that you'd like to tackle and work with, right? Now, what you want to do is, I suggest don't even worry about these here, these text-only versions. What you want to do is you want to go in and click on this one here, the top one. And the reason why you want to go to is because it takes you to this actual database where you can find lots of good information. So when you go in here, you have a couple options. You can access it as a PDF, which will, let me show you, if you access it as a PDF, it'll just bring up just what you think, a PDF, in this case of the actual newspaper article. Obviously it was written in the newspaper, right? And so this will give you the actual site, and it tells you, it gives you like the copyright information here, um, but it tells you who the author is, the full title, and all that kind of stuff. And you can see who it's written is. It's Work Life Agenda, written for a particular magazine, which in this case is HR magazine. So it's written for a human resources magazine, right? Those kind of things will tell you stuff. That, notice the date, 2003 in November of 2003. Those things will tell you, those will be important because they'll tell you things. They'll help you answer questions later, like historical reference. It was written in 2003 and it was written in a HR magazine. So that's going to help you when you're thinking about like historical and cultural considerations, right? Of the writing material itself. Now, that's one thing you can do. The other thing you can click on is you can click on Text Finder, which will basically just bring you to a similar page. It takes a few seconds, or you can just click straight to it like that. And then it brings you back to a page that looks like the one you just left from, but it provides the text below. So you see, it looks like the same thing, but down here it provides you with an abstract, and it provides you with that same newspaper-looking text, right? Um, so that's some things you'll want to consider. It also gives you the subjects that can fall under: time management, employee training, management, all right? So some of the different subject lines that it can fall under. It shows you the magazine, and you can click on that and actually go to and see more information about that magazine. All right, so all this stuff is useful for you and will be useful for you, as you will see when you do the assignments, especially assignments for the first week or two. Okay. Also, you can click on Catherine Tyler here, and you can find out more about her, right? You can find out some of the other things she's written. Um, Not sure if it gives you any. Looks like it's mostly just other stuff, other things that she's written. But um, you could click, like, if you go to Well, you can't really do anything with those, it says. So, but it does give you those. And also, you can always look up Kathleen Tyler um, as in the actual, um, like a Google search. You could do a Google search for author Catherine Tyler, and you can find out more about her specifically, in case that would help you answer some of the questions too. So notice these things all give you great helpful information if you go through to the actual database. Now, the third option is you can download the article. I wanted to point out something else over here. You can save the article, bookmark it, and save it. Here's one that you're going to definitely want to take note of, is you can cite it. You will have to cite it. So when it comes time to cite it, you can click on those citation marks, and it will give you the citation right here. Now notice it's actually preset for APA. So if you're writing your paper and doing your work in MLA, you're going to have to change it to MLA, and then it will give you the proper citation. Now note when you put this on your works cited page, works cited, don't leave it there. Works cited should be centered on your actual works cited page, but it does give you the way you can just copy and paste this and then center the title, and that will be all you need to do. And you can even copy it right there just by clicking on that. So that's an important thing to remember. Here you can, you don't probably wouldn't want to worry about that, but you can share it, you can download it, all that stuff. So that's the most important things are to think about the author, think about take a look at the author and see what you can glean from understanding who she is, and use that citation key to get your correct citation. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to do that and let you all see how that works. The same thing would apply to any of these. If you hit take a break, excuse me, you're going to get that same kind of information, same access way, same information here about who she is and what else she's written. And again, you're going to get that citation that you'll want to change if it's for MLA, or you can use this one if you're going to be doing all your work at APA. Okay, so let's see what the last one, just for the heck of it, let's see, make sure this one is also going to take you to the similar same. Now, notice this one's a little bit different library, so it looks different, but it still has a link for the author. It still has the year. It still has the New York Times date here, and it basically tells you the different things that you can get from it. Now over here, it's got translation button and increase font size, text options. You can listen to it if you want to hear it. And that way you can hear, if you're the type that likes to take notes about what you're reading, you could listen to it and then take notes as you're listening to it. That's a good thing to do. You can download it, you can print it. I was trying to look for if it shows you how to cite it. I'm not really seeing a thing that lets you cite. Oh, down here it is at the bottom. So here it gives you the citation. It's already keyed in as MLA. So if you need it in APA, then you just change that to APA and copy paste it. So there you go. That's how you do it. Just make sure it's all important to make sure you have everything in the proper format. So it's everything that you do should either be an MLA or APA. Don't try not to mix the two. All right. So that's it for this video. And if there's any questions, as always, let me know.